Hi, my name is Kate, and you're very welcome here on my channel where I review fragrances and talk about my perfume associations. And today I would like to speak about her, about the queen of flowers, the queen of scents, the queen of love sometimes too. It's a big symbol throughout the human history. We all associate rose with something beautiful, something tender, sometimes something cruel because it has spikes, right? Let's talk about how rose is presented in our fragrances. I would like to speak about different roses. It can be sweet, jammy roses. It can be tough, woody roses. It's rose with patchouli. It's a rose with leather. All kinds of roses that I could find in my collection that I can illustrate and talk about. So let's dive in. Disclaimer. I got inspiration to film this video because one of the fragrances that I will review the last. Yes, I want to keep the suspense. I got that fragrance and I wanted it for so long, and I finally have it, and I finally can present you my rose collection. It's actually not everything, but I didn't want a lot of duplicates of the same theme. I wanted each fragrance to illustrate something else, some side of rose that can be of interest for our video. All fragrances I picked today are unisex. Only couple maybe are leaning towards the female side. I will let you know. So you guys don't worry, I got you. And please, 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 man, gentlemen, wear roses. Roses are so beautiful, man. And I don't mean Armani C or something like this, something very sweet and jammy. Roses smell incredible on male skin. So please don't shy away from wearing roses. Trust me, as a woman, I can tell you that it's incredibly attractive if you wear roses. Where to start? Let's begin with one of my new fragrances as an example of a fresh rose. This is Florabotanica by Balenciaga. To me, it smells like very fresh, very light rose. I would say it might be pink rose or white rose. This is not a red one like this, beautiful and luscious. This one is a morning rose. And what's interesting, this fragrance has a note of cannabis. And on a dry down, I definitely can smell it. In the beginning, I smell more of a minty rose. It's very, very fresh. It's very cold. You know, I imagine the walk in a morning park with little roses. Maybe it's not even the bigger rose. Maybe it's a tea rose. You know, this small, the bush with the small roses. So this is how it smells to me. It's very green. I think it's very cold. So it's a crisp morning, maybe in the beginning of spring, when the nature only is waking up. And usually the smell is incredible during that time. And it reminds me of that. Very beautiful, very tender. And cannabis, it doesn't smell like it. It's not very directly, you know, it's, nobody would think that you just smoke something. For example, if you want to wear this at work, I don't see a problem with that. I don't think people would think cannabis. It just adds this green part, you know, the bush part, bush around the flower. I'm afraid this might have discontinued. I'm not sure because it's still very easy to find. So if you like this, if it sounds appealing to you, please try this one before it disappeared and before it got super expensive, because I know this will. I know that there are many, many fans of this fragrance and the prices just skyrocket when something like this happens. Let's talk about spicy roses. And here, Amouage, of course. Who else? I actually want Amouage Lyric Man and Lyric Woman because these are very interesting examples of rose too. I don't have those. I have only a test of Lyric Woman, but I decided not to include it. This is Epic Woman. This is a very spicy rose. This is a red rose. This is like a grown-up rose, you know? The mature one who's already been through everything, not afraid of anything. And it has a lot of like this, a lot of spices just, you know, making the circles around it in the air. And incenses also. Incenses around. So like incenses and spices here. I believe there are a lot of notes. Maybe cumin even. Yeah. This one is very luxurious. And I actually associate it with this color, or maybe with the color of my dress. This is very nice to wear if you go to theater, just not too much, so other people don't suffocate. It's not female scent again. I can see men wearing this, feeling very natural. So don't be afraid of female line of Amouage. Next one, let's talk about boozy roses. I have two examples. One is not, might be a little unexpected. This is Yves Saint Laurent, Paris. Paris, Paris, Paris. I don't think there are any alcohol notes mentioned here in the pyramid, so don't look for them. Chill out. But but to me, it smells like pink rose petals in a glass of champagne. A very dry champagne, you know? The one that when you smell, it's like aldehydes, because there are aldehydes here, I'm pretty sure. I don't know the pyramid, I didn't look at it for years, but yeah, it just has this bubble, so I think it's aldehydes that when you smell it, you know, also like very cold air smells like this, like aldehydes. I think this is Chanel 5 was created with so much aldehydes because it's meant to create this feeling like you're drinking champagne, like, you know, it's in a glass. And this gives that same vibe in the beginning. And then it's rose. Sophie Groisman, who created this fragrance, she's called the Queen of Roses because she created some legendary rose fragrances, and this is one of them. Maybe leaning towards the female side, so maybe guys won't like it as much. There's a slight scent of powder, so maybe that won't smell as natural on the man. Like the powder, like the cosmetics. It's very elegant rose that you can wear anyway. You probably don't really want to wear it with sneakers and jeans, which you might if you want. I wear my super luxurious smelling fragrances with anything sometimes, to be honest, just because I want to wear them. Another boozy rose. I won't stop for too long here because I have the whole video dedicated to Baraonda by Nasomatto. This is one of my favorite fragrances ever, and this is whiskey forward. So the main star of the show is not the rose, but rose is very important star of the show. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful, amazing rose in whiskey. Very bohemic. This is, I don't know anything that smells like Baraonda. Maybe you know something, let me know, because I really like the scent profile. This is very airy rose, very beautiful. Try it if you like smell of whiskey or bourbon. This is a must try, must try. Next, let's go to some jammy rose. This is Armani C, but this is it doesn't say on this bottle, but this is Armani C Intense. It's not a regular C, it's not a Clyde, it's not any other variation. This is the only Armani C that I like. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of that line. I don't love Armani C. But this one I really like, and I will tell you why. This is also rose, but surprise. Yeah, this is a jammy rose, and this is a rose. You know, when you make jam or preserve, you boil. For example, in this case, this is black currant or red currant, probably both. I feel like it's black and red currant together with its leaves boiled in a pot together with sugar and rose petals. So this is how Armani C Intense smells to me. It's sweet. Don't get me wrong, this is sweet, but this is not unbearably sweet. Like La Vie Belle is too sweet for me. I just cannot wear this. The original of Armani C just too sweet. I don't love those fragrances, to be honest. If you love them, maybe you figured out how to wear them. I didn't. This is an example of really well done, sweet, jammy rose with berries. Next example of a fruity rose, but slightly different. Not a jammy sweet rose, but a velvety rose is Kilian, Crazy Hot. There's a longer name. I believe they changed the bottle for this fragrance, for this line. So this is how mine looks. I actually really like it. So this rose is different. There is a plum note that comes out a lot, and there is this wonderful, beautiful smell of velvet. It's like a velvet dress. This fragrance to me smells very luxurious. When I really want to make a great impression, when I really want to feel very confident and feel that I look nice and I'm a grown-up, I use this scent. It's beautiful. The rose in this fragrance is not sweet at all. It's a velvety rose. It's like a rose made of velvet, and plums are all around it. Very beautiful. It reminds me of theater. I don't know. I feel like I want to wear this to the theater. You know, I associate it with this thick velvet curtains, like red curtains. I feel like they might smell like that, like this fragrance. Let's get to rose and leather. This is Byredo. It's called Lil Fleur. And this is a great example of leathery rose. This might be inspired by Frederic Malle fragrance, rose cuir, like rose and leather, but maybe not. I don't know, because it smells. They don't smell similar. Just the idea. I think Frederic Malle's was first, but I don't know who came up with this idea first in general. So who knows? Let me know if you know that. Let me know. I'm curious in the comments. I would be grateful. But this is beautiful. This is so good for men, by the way. So good for men. Please, men, wear more of this profile. Rose with leather. Incredibly beautiful, really sexy. I usually don't use this terms towards fragrances and scents, but because I think it's kind of a little cliche. I don't know. I just don't feel like saying these things usually, but this leather and rose on man, incredible. Please wear it more. Maybe I should make the whole video just with fragrances of this profile saying, gentlemen, wear this. Women will be so happy, trust me. This is really nice. Pretty straightforward. I don't really smell anything else. Just really nice leather. It's like a rose laying on the bottom of a nice leather bag. This is pretty straightforward. I don't smell, I'm sure there are other things mentioned in the pyramid, but I don't know. I think that's enough. I think that's really great. Maybe there's saffron or some spice here. I don't know for sure. Also, might be something woody, but leather and wood is so close in fragrances. Really great. I used to not like this type of fragrances, but now I think that I will get the Frederic Malle too. Really nice. Especially for men. For women too, of course. Because women are more adventurous in general. We can steal our boyfriends or husbands' fragrances very easily, which men tend to do less. Okay. And next one of kind of a similar profile. I have a tester. I don't have a bottle of anything like this because I'm just not a big fan, but it's growing on me. So maybe I will get a bottle of something. I don't know what yet. This is rose and oud, the favorite thing in the Middle East. Rose and oud in general. And this is Kilian. It's called rose oud. Just rose and oud or rose oud, something like this. You will find it if you're curious. Yeah, this is very oudy. At first especially. Oh, now it's green rose comes out. Like, you know, the stem and the leaves at first. Yeah, at first it's a green part of the rose. But then oud starts to push it out. And it becomes very oudy. I feel like it's a green part of the rose. At least for now. On my skin it felt more of the petals, rose petals. I would say red, probably. But on the paper it smells like stem with oud. It's actually nice. I really like it from the paper. Maybe, I think I will try wearing it more on the skin. It's not as overpowering. It's not too heavy. That's why I don't like woody scents as much, because they're very, very heavy. This one doesn't feel as heavy because of that greenness. Very interesting, really interesting. Because on the skin, it's more about the flower. And here, it's more about the green part. Maybe there are other green notes that support it and make it lighter a little bit. Ooh, now oud is very strong. I think it's an evening scent when you wear some nice suit, nice leather shoes. Kilian is famous for creating sexy scents, and this is one of them. Really great. Let's go to Rose and Patchouli profile. This is Tom Ford Noir de Noir. This is one of my favorite fragrances. So I already featured this fragrance in one of my videos, saying that this is Monica Bellucci in at Florence or Venice ball, and she's going under that building in the darkness where the candlelights are, and roses and some sweets, maybe some chocolates on a big carpet with velvet pillows. And she lays down, and it's all secretive, and it's so dark and mysterious. Maybe there are some rituals going on, I don't know. Or another example of a person who this perfume could be if it was a human, would be, I heard that it's not my idea, but I think it's amazing, it's genius. This is the wife of the head of Sicilian mafia, and he just got shot, and she's coming back from, or going to his funeral. She's wearing all black. She has big black sunglasses and red lipstick. And you look at this woman and you got shivers, because there's something in her, like this strength, that she's not afraid of anything. She went through everything in her life. She's mother of the mafia. So yeah, it's that woman. She would smell like this. Beautiful. This is just stunning. And this is actually male fragrance. It's in the male section of fragrances. It's not even for women. Yeah, I didn't really describe the scent. I just described you the women who could wear this. But it's a dark chocolatey patchouli with rose, with saffron. Very, it almost smells like soil, because there is a truffle note too. It gives it like soily note, like orchid. They have something in common. They have the same kind of patchouli with this kind of soil-y effect. Yeah, beautiful masterpiece. Oh my god, this fragrance is amazing. It's incredible. Again, wearing it, sometimes it's very strong. It will be there for 10 hours with you, and it will open the door before you. So just be ready. If you like this kind of scent, that's fine. Okay, Serge Lutens. How could I make a video without Serge Lutens, right? This is La Fille de Berlin, the woman or girl from Berlin. Serge Lutens is so mysterious with his fragrances. He never, I know that probably Christian Sheldrake made this one, because Sheldrake made most of Serge Lutens' fragrances. He's a perfumer of the main perfumer of the house, and I won't be surprised. I don't remember exactly, but probably it was him. And this is a rose. Of course, this is a rose. Of course, this Serge Lutens' signature sadness, because this is a rose that grows on around, imagine the castle, and there's an iron gate around that castle, and on that iron gate there are roses. They're already growing inside of it, and yes, it's just that iron is covered by those roses. It's metal. It's very metallic, and they already became one. So it's not rose bush, like rose flowers and the gate and the metal. No, it's the same thing. They already became one organism. And I think this is how it smells. It's a very beautiful rose with this definite metallic tone. It's cold. Some people say that, oh, it's so sweet, it's so honey-like. I don't smell anything like this. To me, it's darkness. Beautiful darkness, beautiful. But there's nothing positive I can smell here. It definitely has this sadness, this nostalgia about better days. You know, the also unisex, men can wear this too. Yeah, it's about nostalgia, about the better days. Maybe the older, like old actress opens her photo album and looks at herself when she was very young and fresh looking. And I don't say there's nothing bad. I don't think aging is bad. I'm just trying to describe you the mood, describe you like the emotion. And this actress is looking at the album of her old pictures when she was famous, when everybody wants to be near her, and she remembers those days. Yeah, and she just kind of has this heavy nostalgia sense. Yeah. Beautiful. I don't wear it a lot because of the sadness in it, so it requires me to be in a special kind of mood to wear it. But still, it's beautiful fragrance. Yeah. And if you watch till this moment, thank you. That's first, because I know it's a lot and this is not a short video, but I hope that I hope you're enjoying it. And now I want to talk about the star of the show, the main rose of my collection, the fragrance that inspired me to film this video in the first place, the one that I would not make this video without that fragrance. As soon as I got it, I knew that I need to go and film this video. And of course, this is the queen of roses as I see it. This is Une Rose by Frederic Malle. I don't love this bottle. So I tried to find the glass bottle of this fragrance, you know, the regular one, but it's hard to find now, especially for a good price, because this has been discontinued. Now they make, they had to reformulate it slightly because there is some element that has been prohibited for perfumery. So it's, Frederic Malle's representatives say that it's the same, don't worry. But there are people who of course say, no, it's not the same. So I had to find the initial one. Maybe after using this, I will get Rostener, the new version of this fragrance. I don't know if they're different or not. I will let you know when I find out. But this is 30 ml, not perfect, but okay, I guess it is what it is. It's like a huge travel size bottle that they make, but what's the point? It's not travel size. I don't know. Anyway, what interests me is not the outside, is inside. How does the queen smell? Oh my god. So imagine that you are holding like 100 roses, 100 big red roses. You're holding them like this. They're all in front of your nose. This creates the feeling of this huge amount of roses in front of you. And it's kind of you putting your nose inside and you can smell all of them at once. This is so strong. This is so much. And it definitely has this wine accord. So it's red roses, big, soft, fresh red roses with wine, with red wine. So beautiful, incredible. And it's so realistic too. I don't even know what else to say about it. It just creates this crazy illusion of the million roses in front of you. It's a really strong scent, and it reminds me a little bit. So, La Fille de Berlin and Rose, they definitely have similarities. Like there's the kind of rose, but here's the rose. It's also the red rose, but maybe a little bit older. It's a rose that has been standing in a vase for a few days, maybe, and these roses were just just cut and just put in this huge bouquet. The funny thing, I can say less about this fragrance, I think, than about others, but I just like it so much. And I always thought that I didn't like roses, you know? And it's not even everything. It's not all the roses that I have, but somehow I think it's just also to know that you can meet more often than others because it's a rose. Yes, beautiful. I'm happy that you met my personal queen of the roses. And okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what are your favorite rose fragrances. What should I try? I will be happy to learn because it turns out that I like this note a lot, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, to give this video a thumbs up, to comment, of course, and stay with me for more. I'll be happy to share more thoughts about fragrances with you. Have a great day. Bye bye.